Hello Raiders, this is Ezron. I'm just logging into my challenge account Bastion now for day 14. We'll verify that in a second. And as you can see here, I am continuing the trend of doing well in early tournaments. I think this is, really important for account development. I can never get that to click over correctly, so I will now go look at the tournament manually and see what actually happened. And here we go now, clicking into the Classic Arena tournament. Here we go. So now that the screen draws is here, I actually came really close to getting first place. I will say I'm Eastern Standard Time, East Coast US. So lots of tournament endings and arena resets are really inconvenient for me in my sleep schedule. So this is nice. It would have been nice. It would have been better to get the 6 epic artifacts, but I will be okay with 4. And this reinforces my sort of long-term plan to try to win a bunch of early tournaments and see how much relentless gear I can get on the account. So now that we looked at that, we just missed a bunch of ads, we will go back and see I am in fact on day 14. So let's go and see if I got any usable gear or not out of that drop. Or sorry, out of that tournament. Here we go, in Relentless. Attack percent boots, not super helpful, but I will probably keep them in the meantime. Defense chest with resilience and crit rate. I mean, not bad. Would be better if it had speed, but not bad. Hit point percent gauntlets. I'll definitely hold on to them, even if it's a broken set. That's, clan boss team. And then, not the best helmet in the world. So, a chance for good gear, but I didn't get a whole lot out of that. The other thing here is this is the first arena reset I have been through on this account. And I will say, yesterday when I went to bed, I was in Gold 1, which is sort of very doable. When I first logged in this morning, I ended up in Silver 3, so I've been trying to fight myself back into Gold 1 now. I've made it through Silver 4. Have to do a little bit of cherry picking fights and see what I can do. Like, let's looking around. Oh, so we had at least one easy. This is the kind of stuff I look for that my team should be able to handle without much of a headache. And once the team draws, this is an easy auto win. Thanks for the people that have all their one-man defenses out. Here we go. And this should kick me back into Gold 1. There we go. Trying to get into and stay into Gold 1 has really been a focus of mine over the past couple days. Here's another easy one. Just my account is really starved for accuracy, and getting the gold medals, which have a higher value, and plugging them all into my Great Hall for Magic Affinity Champions is in my plan. So I'm trying to spend as much time as I can trying to make sure I stay on top of Arena and get the medals. Like as we look back in here, next up is I need either 400 silver medals or half that number of gold ones, or a combination. So we're getting closer all the time. But that really is my arena focus right now, is just trying to get my Magic Affinity accuracy up. I'm having some problem like landing debuffs in both hard clan boss as well as in level 12 dragon. So Kale isn't really performing all that he can, and I'm just trying to fix that with either gear or Great Hall bonuses. Then the other couple of account updates is I did use the last of the gems to unlock the market. Then I'll unlock this one whenever I need to. So at this point, it should be no more than 2 days and I'll be able to open the last slot in my Guardian ring. And that's my plan, is next to get this open, to start my 1 6-star a week just by using the Guardian ring and the sparring pit, in addition to any other just manual champion grinding I would do. The last thing that I think is interesting and probably worth a note right now is, everyone saw the news this morning about the Oella fusion. Now, I am not planning on being able to do the fusion on this account, but I think the interesting thing here is so far we're told it will be 4 of the same epic that goes into Oella. And that means it should be pretty easy for everyone just to get one of the epics. Hopefully, I'm guessing it's a she, will be good. I figure you're going to need 4 rares, so you do 2 of the arena challenges and then any 2 other tournaments or events to get the other 2 rares, and there you'll go. It remains to be seen if the actual rare will be worth keeping or not, but my target probably will be 5 rares, fuse one of them into one of the epics, and then keep one of the rares if I need it. That's the other thing really to think about is I'm now to the point where in Faction Wars, I just need champions for each faction. Like, here's a good example. The Orc Crypt is open today. And, I did feed Terror Beast to get Kale to 6 stars, but I just don't have champions in every faction that I need. And that, I think, is going to be another big focus, is just collecting champions to try to unlock at least past the first vault in the various crypts. The goal there being to, if this will, it doesn't talk about drops, I don't think, until we get here. But just to try to unlock forge materials. As I mentioned earlier, the accuracy on this account is really, really low and terrible. So anything we can do to get more perception materials is really where I'm going to try to get to, just to forge me up some artifacts to fix my general account's accuracy problems. Then I do think I have one other thing to do today. Here's where, I don't know if everyone really thinks about this or does it, but even basic clan quests, which are very, very doable, like you'll see if we get down in here, I did one this morning, 5 simultaneous debuffs on the Dragon's Lair, is very doable. That's 100 clan gold. So you do 2 of them a week, and you're into these accessories. This is another place where this account is not doing so well. That's why I'm working on an Armiger to make Spider a little bit easier. But here's an easy way to get 5 and 6 star accessory. Let's see what we get. A Sylvan Watcher's Ring. So not necessarily a lot of help. What I really, really need on this account are Dark Elf accessories. I just need things for Kale. A crit damage banner, amulet would be best here. An attack amulet will be better than nothing. Really, I would take anything just not to have an open slot. And then, of course, an accuracy banner would be best, but just to have a banner to get some stats would be helpful. This is the embarrassing part. 25 accuracy. We'll probably replace the weapon and the shield with either an accuracy or a perception set when I can. That should get me into the 65 to 70 accuracy range, which still isn't good, but is a lot better than what I've got now. And then we'll see how my Sylvan Watcher's luck went. This is not a terrible amulet if it rolls a couple of times into defense. Hit point or hit point percent would have been better here, but not bad. It does have a substat that's the same as main stat, so it's got potential. With that, I think my day 14 update is probably winding down. I'm going to spend the rest of the time doing a little bit of grinding and getting ready for some of the fusion events later this week. Thank you for your time. Please drop a like and subscribe if you appreciate the content. This is Ezron signing off.